I remember it like it was yesterday. I was driving on the freeway on my way to a friend's house when my phone rang. It was my mom. She was frantically crying. I asked her what was wrong. She said, "Your grandma's in the hospital. You need to hurry. I'm on my way there now." I asked what happened. Apparently, my grandma had double overed in pain. She cried out that her stomach was hurting. In her late 40s, through the later years in her life, she had massive bowel obstructions. The last few required major surgeries that put her out of commission for months in rehab. As I hung up the phone with my mom, I quickly changed lanes to get off the freeway. I was very worried at this point. The last time she went to the hospital, she almost died in the ER. As I got off the freeway, I was still going well above the speed limit, dodging in and out of traffic like an NFL's linesman. As I barreled through an intersection, I saw a cop light in my rearview mirror. I started cursing and hitting my dashboard. I pulled over and waited for him to come to the window. As he walked up to my window, he said, "Do you know why I pulled you over, sir?" I was so frantic with the news of my grandma, I really didn't know why. I said, "No, officer." He said, "Well, you ran a red light back there in the intersection, and you were weaving pretty fast in and out of traffic. Where are you headed so fast?" I told him I got news that my grandma was rushed to the hospital. I was told by my mom to hurry. Concerned, I was solely focused on making it there instead of my driving, and I apologized. He had some sympathy in his voice as he said, "I understand the urgency of your situation, but you still have rules of the road to follow." He let me off with a warning and told me, "Slow down, that you're no good to your grandma if you're dead." I said thank you, and as I got back on the road again, I drove with more caution. As I made it to the hospital parking lot, I quickly pulled into a spot and ran inside. As I ran to the desk, my mind was racing, wondering if she was okay. The receptionist told me she had been moved to a room on the third floor. I said thank you, almost with a sigh of relief. As I reached the third floor and approached her room, I was the first one to arrive beside my aunt, who had rode in the ambulance with her. She had a smile on her face. She was happy to see me. From a young age, I was her favorite grandchild. She could barely speak, and still she said, "Mijo, I'm okay. I'm okay." She kissed me on the forehead. I asked her what had happened. She said she was using the restroom when her stomach started to hurt. The pain worsened, and quickly she was brought to the floor. She had to scream for my aunt for help. She was on morphine for the pain as we talked. She said she was going into surgery soon. She was waiting for the doctor to come in and discuss a DNR with her. The last surgery took so much out of her, she almost didn't recover, and she didn't want to be in pain anymore. I came to find out that a DNR stood for Do Not Resuscitate, in the instance that she flatlined. If there was any chance she flatlined on the operating table, she didn't want to be brought back. She wanted me to understand. I was confused. I didn't get it. I told her that my mom was going to freak out with this news as well. She said, "Mijo, it's not her life. I'm in pain, don't you see?" "Of course I see it. I hate seeing you that way." "Well then," she said, "I love you guys, but I need to do what's right for me." The doctor came in and talked through the no code, as he called it, where if she flatlined, they wouldn't do anything to revive her. That was hard on me to hear, but she seemed to take comfort in it. She wanted to live without pain anymore. She wanted to live comfortably. This is a very emotional experience for me, and I want to leave it as a cliffhanger. She ended up making it through the surgery. She died 2 years later on her anniversary. Bowel obstructions are what actually made her life end quicker, and that's what took her in the end. I hope you enjoyed this video.